What's going on, Sumolings? It's Lindsay from AppSumo. Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. We're going to get going in just a minute, but I want to give everyone a second to trickle in. Today we have Anket, who is the founder and CEO of Clapboard. Clapboard is an easy-to-use Chrome plugin that gives you the power to record, edit, and share compelling videos in minutes. It's an awesome tool for creating and analyzing the success of your videos, and we're excited to dive into it today. It's available right now on AppSumo, starting at just $39, so it's truly a steal. So before we get going on the walkthrough, I want to just mention two quick things. If you have any questions, of course, about the tool, how to get set up, how the deal is structured, anything like that, you can go ahead and leave those questions down below in the Q&A, and we'll circle back to the questions at the end of the webinar. And the second thing, we will send out a replay not long after we're finished recording this, so if you need to step out, you can. You don't have to feel like you need to take notes. You can rewatch this as many times as you want. All right, are we ready to get started? Oh, there are two of you now. Anket, how are we doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Great. I'm going to turn this over to you for the walkthrough. But yeah, Sumolings, if you have any questions, leave them in the Q&A below. I believe we have the co-founder, Chinmay, is somewhere in here too. So we will be sure to answer all of your questions. All right, have fun with the walkthrough.
Great. Hey guys, if you can hear me properly, just give me a shout out in the chat if you can hear me. And yeah, all right, so great. Thanks everyone for joining the webinar and taking the time. So I'll just start with a quick introduction. So let me begin with an introduction. So I'm Ankit. I'm the co-founder and CEO of a company called Story Express. We are a video marketing platform, and we have been in the business for last 5 years. And we are a team of about 20-25 people across tech, marketing, support, and so like in the last 5 years, we have been building solution for large enterprises around videos, and in the process, we were enterprise only platform, and in the process, we built like one of the best video delivery infrastructure, which is like, if I have to say, more like a YouTube kind of infrastructure where you can host your videos, and it works at scale, and we can, it works at scale. So then we thought, can we enable other enterprises, right from small businesses, independent agencies, freelancers, or even mid-sized businesses to sort of empower them with their video marketing needs. And we started seeing a lot of video sharing platforms coming up, and we thought that we have the infrastructure, so can we enable this particular feature or functionality for the masses. And then we build what we are calling Clapboard. So Clapboard is a screen and webcam recording tool, which can, so it sits in your Chrome browser. You can record your camera and screen at the same time to record quick videos. So that's just the recording feature of it. But then as soon as the video is recorded, it goes on to our core platform or core video platform. And that's where the power of the whole platform comes into the picture. So I'll jump into the demo in a bit, but then that is what I wanted to start with. And I'll just go over the agenda for this call. So after this, I'll probably jump into the platform demo and different functionalities of it. Feel free to shoot your questions if you have any questions. If you have already used the platform in last 1 week since we went live on AppSumo, just feel free to post your questions. I hope those questions have been answered by now by our support, but then if they haven't, just feel free to drop in those questions. If you are new and you are considering to buy or jump on the Clapboard platform, just feel free to pose those questions as well, and I'll be happy to answer either as I'm walking you through, guys, or at the end of this video. So let me switch to screen share mode, and yeah. All right. Yeah. So I think you can see my screen, right? So yeah. So essentially, once you have started once you have begun on the platform, you logged in onto the platform, you will come onto this kind of dashboard. So this is your main dashboard where you can see a few things. So you can see the lifetime stats, so how many videos that you have recorded. This is your team activity log, so I'll come to that, and then like overall uh, views and so on and so forth. So now to begin with, the first thing, you can actually see the team activity log, and I'll start with how to set up your team onto the platform. So the platform is collaborative in the nature that you can invite your team members onto the platform and they can be part of your same workspace. So once you're signed up, if you go to the members tab, you can invite the members here. So you can just enter their email IDs and they will receive an invitation, and you can just copy this invite link and send them. So it's the workspaces work very similar to how it works in Slack. So like with one login, you can be part of different workspaces. So for example, I'm part of multiple workspaces. So you can be part of the different workspaces from your one single email ID and switch between the workspaces, and within workspace you can have as many users as you want. Now on the AppSumo, one code allows you to add two members, and every stacked code gives you option to add two more members. So now just to give you an example, let's say if you have a customer success team and there are maybe 5 reps and they are using the platform to resolve the support queries, or if it's a sales team of 5 people, so you can invite all of them here, and one, they can see each other's videos. So for example, if there is a particular support question that comes and one of the rep answers that question, now once it has been recorded, now anyone can sort of have access to that particular video within the team. So because of sharing of the videos within the team, this saves a lot of time in specific use cases. So that's why we have created members and what they can do. So right now we just provide two or three different options for the role. So one could be owner, biller, and member. Biller might not be really applicable in this case since you guys are on lifetime deal, but then owner and the member. In future, we can introduce more roles depending on how we see these roles shaping up. One of the questions that we are getting on the deal page is there is slight confusion between the workspaces. So workspace is more like a team account. So like specifically in the larger organization, if they want to have different teams, so there could be a marketing team and one workspace just for marketing, there could be one workspace for customer success, and so on and so forth. So that's the understanding of the workspaces. A lot of people are getting it confused that this is like a better way to organize the video, but it's not. So I think what we are doing is we have, like, if you go to storyexpress.co/roadmap, we have a public roadmap available. So we have added this video folders option, so you can actually you'll be able to organize the videos into the folder. And I think once we launch that, the confusion between the folders and workspaces will go. Yeah. And also, if you can upvote these features based on what you like and what you don't like, so our team can actually prioritize what we want to take it up in the product roadmap. So just have a look while now or after the webinar. And also, now that I'm on the roadmap, in the ideas tab, you can actually submit your ideas as well, and our team will take them into consideration and will work upon those. Now coming back to the platform, so once you have signed up, once you have added your team members, you are good to go. Now, after signing up, you can actually download the plugin from the Chrome store. So if you search on the Chrome store, it's by the name Clapboard Screen Video Recorder. So you can you can add it to your Chrome browser. Now, once you have done that, you will see this little icon in your Chrome tab, and just to start the recording or to begin with the video creation, just start with hitting this icon. Now, very straightforward. There are three different modes. So one is screen plus camera, screen only, and the camera only. Now, screen plus cam records your screen as well as the camera. Screen just records your screen. Camera is just the camera. You can just talk to your prospect, uh, uh, your customers. It could be anything, like you want to greet them and so on and so forth. Now, if you if you start with screen plus cam, there is this start with face only introduction. So I'll come to this in a bit, but then it starts with just your face, and then you can switch back to the screen and the camera. This is the audio mode. So you can choose to use the audio or not. And also you see this equalizer here. So you can be assured if your webcam is working or not. Also, like if you go to our website, and under the tools, you can find these two tools, webcam test and mic test. So before beginning, if you want to test if your webcam and the microphone are working, so you can actually test. So let me show mic test. So I'm just testing, and it says your mic works, so it's working, and that's why you're able to hear. And similarly, you can test the webcam. So you can do that. And now, if there is something called advanced option, it gives you more control. So a few things that you can do here is you can choose the camera option, the audio, microphone, which microphone you want to use. Similarly, you can also select the camera position. So right now there are 4 camera positions. Yeah, so right now there are 4 camera position: top left, top right, left, bottom right. Then you can, if you want to hide the camera, hide the timer. So like while we are recording the video, there are controls which gives you option to sort of annotate the video while you are recording the video. So you can see those options with the controls, and then there is a timer, so you can hide the timer or show the timer and so on. Also, if you are beginning, you can click on the tour to get to know what all of these things do. So you can click on the tour and just see how these things work. All the tool tips are there in the tour. Now, another thing that I want to point out is there are shortcuts as well. So if somebody do not want to uh, record the actions that you might be taking with the mouse while recording the video, you can actually use the shortcuts or the keyboard shortcuts. So that's pretty much it on these controls. Very straightforward, very intuitive. Now, if let me begin with the screen plus camera mode, and I'll start with the face only introduction. Again, the face only introduction can be used when you want to greet the receiver with the screen, just the camera, and then move to the screen record part of it. So I'm just sharing this. Yeah, hey, hi guys. So that's the screen plus cam mode with a cam only introduction. So now this will be there until you click anywhere on the screen. So so to get out of the camera only introduction mode, you just click anywhere outside the camera bubble. So let me click here, and then the camera bubble goes to the top right, and now I can start recording the screen. Now there are some options here. So if you want to hide this, you can click here, and if you want it back, you can click here. Now, if you want to pause the recording somewhere, you can do that. Mute the recording while you are here, you can do that. Cancel the recording, complete the recording. Similarly, there are some options if you want to, if you started with a screen and camera only mode, but you want to close the camera somewhere in the middle, you can do that. And once you click on, click here, it comes back. Also, you can increase the size, decrease the size of the camera. uh, yeah, now this is where this becomes interesting. So you can actually annotate while you are creating the video. So you can choose the pen to annotate. So you can do this. Then there are different color options, different weight for the pen. You can erase things. If you want to focus on certain part, you can focus. This comes like a red pulsating dot whenever you click with a mouse. We are getting requests that could there be more mouse pointer options, so we will add those so that user can easily follow the mouse while you are moving this around. Then you can also type. So yeah, so you can actually write the text. Now, if you want to clear everything, you use either the eraser or just click the clear. So now this is how you can record the video. As soon as you are done, you can click on finish recording button. Once you do that, uh, the video is available almost immediately. So you can actually have a look here. The video is right here. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, the video creation is just the tip of iceberg. So now once a video has been created, what all you can do. So, so right from, if you click on the title, you can change the title of the video. So, so let me say webinar demo. Yeah, so you can change the title. Now, next thing is like specifically with the video, thumbnails are very, very important because uh, like until somebody clicks on that play icon or play button, nobody knows what's inside the video. So thumbnail is what drives that click. So we have given some options where you can, so one thumbnail is generated automatically. We also generate GIF thumbnail automatically. Some people have been saying that there are issues with it, and at times it does not get generated for them, but then we do generate it. If you if it's not there, you can go to the thumbnail tab and just click on this set GIF as GIF or GIF, whatever you guys call it. So set GIF as default thumbnail, and then you can, if you can see, there is GIF thumbnail which has automatically been generated. Now, you can also upload a thumbnail. So if you have designed a thumbnail, so you can upload that. You can also choose any particular frame within the video to be set as a thumbnail. So for example, live went to 45 seconds and now it's giving me option to set the frame at 45 seconds. In addition to that, you can actually customize the thumbnail. So you can actually do a little bit of editing to make it more attractive. So for example, here I can customize the thumbnail to say, hey, Sumo Links, and maybe I can change the font size. So yeah, so like pretty much all the editing capabilities are here. I can make these changes and then apply it. So now the thumbnail gets updated to this one. Yeah, so so you can make your thumbnails more attractive by using this functionality. Now, so after the thumbnail, how you can make your player your own. So you can go to player settings and the custom page. So currently, if you go to the general settings, there is an option to set the default thumbnail. So right now, if you can see, this is the AppSumo default player. You can edit it. You can choose your brand color. You can upload your logo. You can update the logo URL as well. So let me change it to AppSumo. So that's your default player. Similarly, you can customize the video page as well. So you can, so here we have uploaded an AppSumo banner, and you can again upload your so it could be an image, you can choose a color, you can choose a gradient. Similarly, you can change the logo, you can change the fav icon as well. So both of these can be set as the default setting from general. And currently, yeah, I can make this default. Now, if I go back to the video here, so if you click on the choose page style, so your page style will be here, and once you choose it, like it gets applied here. Now this is how you can make your player as well as the landing page your own. I can change the URL here as well. Yeah, so yeah, now like if I just open this video in the new tab, you can actually see like whatever changes I made there, they are here. So you can see the banner, you can see the player color, the new thumbnail. If I click on here, it takes me to appsumo.com. If I click here, yeah, uh, so you can do that. So now we covered how to record the video, how you can make the player your own, and you are ready to send it out to your customers. Now in certain use cases, you might want to add CTAs within the video. So in some cases, like you might not want to add it, but in some cases you might want to. So there are certain call to actions as well. And these CTAs are button, banner, form, and third-party integrations. So for example, at the end of the video, maybe you want your customers to say, visit my website. If you are sending this video to your prospect or anybody else, and you want them to uh, visit your website, so you can actually add the CTA visit my website. So you can create your own CTAs, and again, like all the customizable features are there. So you can actually change your colors to match the brand guideline. Again, we got a request, and we also realized that maybe we can set brand preset somewhere, and you don't really have to change the colors and every time, but then it can automatically take your brand color. So we will be adding that onto the platform. Now I can include the URL, I can change the font size, and then apply it. So now once you do that, you can use this timeline bar below at the video to position it. So so you can actually move it anywhere within the video. So if you want it at the end of the video or at the first minute, so you can choose that. Also how long you want duration of that button to be. So you can actually place this here. So let me just put this like at third, fourth second for a while. Now, banner is very similar to button. It's just that it doesn't have a clickable URL. So if you want to, once you have recorded a video and maybe it's 1 month old and there is new information that you want to add to it, so you can possibly use banners for that, or yeah, so that's banner. Similarly, these are the forms. So somewhere within the video, if you want to capture the leads, so again it is very useful when you are when you are embedding this particular video on your website, blogs, help center, and maybe you want to capture the leads, so you want to know who is watching your video. So again, this the form could be added at any point in the video, but uh, let me add it in the very beginning, so I can collect their name and email, and maybe I want to give the skip option. So once I do that, again it's applied. This is at a particular timestamp, because like if there is form in the video, like you want user to either fill it or skip it, so you can just move it around. You cannot make it like for like a 10 seconds like you could do with the CTA. So that's the form. You can place it anywhere. Similarly, you can also do third-party integration. So right now we have Calendly and Mailchimp, which can be added as CTAs. So Calendly allows you to put form calendar link within the video, so uh, people can book the meetings from the video itself. And similarly, you can use Mailchimp. So instead of having a form, use this form, you can actually use a Mailchimp form, and then uh, everyone who fills your form, they will automatically be logged into your MailChimp account. Uh, so now that we are talking about the integrations, we can actually go to the integrations tab to see the available integrations. Right now there are a few, we are building few more, and there will be like a lot of integrations in next couple of months. Uh, yeah, so that's pretty much it on the CTAs. Now, if I refresh this page or maybe like open it in an incognito window, just to show you. Yeah, so yeah, if I play this particular video, now you can see like before I can pause the video, it asks me to fill in the details. So I can fill in the details here and submit, or I can skip. So, but like I would fill in the detail here. And then similarly, after around third second, this button appears for like a few seconds, visit my website. I can click on that and it takes me to Story Express. So this is how, when the users view this video or your subscribers watch the video, it's like a two-way or more interactivity within the video. So they are not just watching the video, but they are taking the actions that you want them to take. So you can do that. Now if I go back to the platform here and go to the videos, and so these are very standard controls here. Again, you can edit the title, you can see the analytics, you can copy the URL, you can share. Now share gives you option to generate the embed link or share on the social platforms. Similarly, there are more like these are the same controls which you saw on the page. Now in this particular video, now like we covered how you can record the video, how you can customize the player, appearance, thumbnails, add CTAs, and so on and so forth. So now, once we have done all of that on the platform, you are ready to send it out, or you are ready to get viewers onto it, and people will start interacting with your videos. Now, once that happens, there are two things. So you can actually track all the analytics. Now, when it comes to the analytics, there are two sort of analytics. So one that you see on the left panel. Now this analytics sort of provides you the consolidated views, watch time, average watch time across your workspace. So like if you have 200 videos, 500 videos, you can see the consolidated analytics. So how many people are watching across all your videos. You'll see top videos. So in this workspace there are no videos, so that's why there are less analytics. But then you can see top videos. Once you click on that, you will see different videos here. Now in addition to that, you will see this analytics button here. Once you click on that, you can actually see the individual analytics for that video. Now, like this is the analytics of the video which I just played, and now you can see that it tracks how your video is performing. Now in this particular video, I just played it, so one view, and then I watched first few seconds and then I skipped it. So you can actually see how each second by second how your video is performing. Now this could be useful insight if you are sending out like a lot of videos, and maybe you are doing A/B testing with your content, that maybe one video that you are sending, it's 45 seconds, another video might be 2 minutes long, and you based on what your use case is, you will figure out that maybe people, the video which you are creating for 2 minutes, that is getting watched more, versus in some cases the 45-second video might get more attention, more viewers, and so on. So you can actually use this information to optimize the video content when you will be making a lot more videos. Similarly, we also track the individual sessions. So like we can track like how this particular video is watched by this particular user. And I think there will be we are building functionalities where this could be tied with like an individual user. So if I'm sending this video to Ankit myself, and I can actually, I'll be able to see if Ankit has clicked this video and watched this video and how many times. Again, this could be very, very useful for sales teams, like if you are using the tool for prospecting, you can actually see like if you are sending a video to 50 different people, like maybe 5 of them are watching this video repeatedly, and then you can use this information to change your lead score, and maybe you can actively pursue those 5 leads out of the 50. So you can actually use this information right now. You have to analyze and use this information, but eventually on the platform there will be some sort of automation so that it can these lead score or these leads can automatically be pulled into your CRM platform. So we will be building integrations with a lot of sales CRM platforms as well. Similarly, the responses or the that you receive on the form, as well as the CTA clicks, you will be getting them here. So you can actually view these form responses here. You can download CSV. So like if there are 50 responses, you can download all of them here. So this is these are the analytics on the individual video. Also, like if you look at the integrations tab here, now some of these integrations are with platforms like Calendly, Mailchimp, Zapier, Zendesk, etc. So those have a different use cases. So essentially, I talked about Mailchimp. Similarly, with the Zendesk integration, you can actually use Story Express videos or Clapboard videos within the Zendesk to sort of resolve the queries. Uh, I've been getting like some questions around what these social integrations do. So if you are now, if you want to, let's say, share this video on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, so one way is you just copy the URL and paste it here. But if you use these integrations, once you authorize these and use the integration and then use the share. So right now I haven't authorized, so these are faded icons, but like once you do that, you can share on these platforms. And once you share using these integrations, if I go back to the analytics here, there is something called social analytics. So basically, from the platform, if you are publishing these videos onto social, you will be able to see how many viewers are watching your video through LinkedIn, through Twitter, etc. There is also like how many people liked your video or retweeted your video on Twitter or liked on LinkedIn. So those are the social integrations. So like right now, Facebook app is under approval, but once the Facebook app is approved, you can see that social analytics if you are using the share button and sharing this video. So you can see how many people have watched your video and came through Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. So detailed analytics, so more like from now the platform also acts like your one platform, so very similar to a lot of social sharing platform like Buffer. So you can, from one single place, you can actually share your video content onto these different platforms and see all the analytics in one single place. uh, so yeah, so I think that's pretty much on the platform demo. So just to revise it for you guys again, the platform doesn't allow you to just record the videos, but it's much more than that. You can record the videos. Once you have recorded, you can customize like everything. You can customize thumbnail, you can customize video player, you can customize video page, and you are ready to share it with anyone and with everyone. Once your users start viewing these videos, you can get the analytics to make these videos more engaging, and the two-way, you can add CTAs, you can add buttons, you can add forms, and so on and so forth. One thing that I want to talk about now is playlist. So this is again like really cool feature, very similar to how playlist works in YouTube. So the idea over here is like people like short form content. So there's a possibility that if you are recording like a 30-minute video and sending it out to your customers, they might just not watch it because it's too long. So what you can do is maybe break that content into smaller videos and so you can send them one links, and uh, that will be off playlist, and you can add like subsequent videos in there. So let me show you how to create the playlist, so you can actually create the playlist. So let's say test create. Now here you can add the videos, so like all the videos which you have sort of created, they will appear here. So you can do that. So maybe I can, let me select this particular video and this particular video as part of the playlist. So these are here. You can swap between the or them. Then go to, again, like very similar, change the player setting, thumbnail, page, and so on. Now if you look at this particular video, again, here's the playlist. This is how it appears. Now what I'll do is I'll go back to the playlist here and copy the URL. So this is how it will look for the individual user. Again, you can customize the look here as well. Now what happens is, like you can watch the video, maybe I'll skip this, and when I'm at the end of the video, the next video in the playlist automatically starts playing. uh, yeah, so the next video is up in 0 seconds and the next video starts appearing, or users can view your playlist. We will be coming up with a couple of different layouts for this as well, where maybe on the page you can see the upcoming videos right here. So this is a, I think, again, really cool feature which you can utilize to send out these videos to like a playlist to your customers, and these could be like a series of videos. Now one last thing that I want to cover before we jump into the questions is the Gmail integration. So using this integration, you can send videos directly from Gmail. If you click on this information icon, it says that if you have this plugin installed in your Chrome browser, in your Gmail Composer, you will see Insert Story Express Video icon. So let me go to my mail, and maybe I'll go here. Let me compose a mail. Now I can see this button called Insert Story Express Video. Once I click over here, I can see all the videos which are there. So I can actually now, let's say if I'm using this video, this had a GIF thumbnail, so the GIF thumbnail is appearing. Users, but you can send this out to your customers or whoever you want to send this to. Once you send it, they can click on this and they will be taken to the video page. So that's the GIF thumbnail. If you want a normal thumbnail, again, this is how it will look. So yeah, so this is how it will look. Then yeah, so this is the Gmail integration. Let me go back to the platform here. uh, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the platform. Maybe I'll stop sharing my screen and switch back to, or let me just stop sharing and go back to the questions, and let me pick some of the question.
I can go ahead and ask those questions to you.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
please.
All right. So I'm going to start from the beginning, but yeah, if everybody wants to leave any more questions that they have in the Q&A box. The first question here, is there an ability to change from webcam to webcam and desktop and back while recording?
Okay, so right now that option is not there, but we can see. So right now it's just uh, cam only introduction, and then cam only introduction, and then you can change it. So yeah.
All right. Next question is, can we select which area of the screen is recorded?
Which area of the screen that is recorded. So right now that feature is not there, but then as I mentioned in the beginning, please see our roadmap. Those features will be there, so you can actually select which area can be recorded. Also, I think I would
Awesome.
like to point out one more thing. which is one of the highlight of our product roadmap, is the desktop app. So the desktop app will allow you to have this application within your desktop and not in the Chrome browser. So I think Chrome browser has some limitations around the permissions and so on. So we are not able to do as much. There are some constraints, but then with the desktop app, the platform will become much more flexible, right from the HD quality or full HD or even 4K. We can go there as well. Similarly, some of the things like recording the particular area and so on and so forth. So I think the desktop app is in the pipeline that will be released soon. And yeah.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so we have this question next about how can we move videos from one user to another or one workplace to another?
Okay, so right now, as I mentioned, the concept of workspace is slightly different, and I think a lot of people are understanding it differently. So as I mentioned in the beginning, the workspace is more like a team account. So like within a larger organization, if there are multiple teams, or maybe you run an agency and you want to have like different workspaces for different clients, and you want the clients to be invited to that workspace. So those are the ideal use cases for workspace. And it's not the way to organize the video. So right now, I think some people got confused with that. And so maybe our team can help. If they can reach out on support, we can help them move the video from one workspace to another. But then that's not the feature that is there, and that is not the intention of workspaces. Also, as I mentioned previously, that we are building folders to organize your videos better. And I think once the folders are there, that will make this confusion lesser.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, so, oh no, where did the question go? All right, we have, is there a mirror function, text in the background, where text in the background is mirrored? It sounds like we've gotten a lot of specific, I just like going through these. It looks like there are a lot of specific, is this feature here, is this part of it? And so if you would like to just like comment on some of the features, but also the roadmap in general, I think that would probably answer a lot of these.
Okay, all right. So as I mentioned, so you guys can, so the roadmap is there in the footer on the website, as well as on the AppSumo deal page. We have linked the roadmap as well. So I think some of the features that are in the pipeline and that should be live very, very soon will be video folders, then the desktop apps for video recording. One of the feature, like a lot of Sumo links asked, is for blurring out the sensitive information while recording. So that feature will come very, very soon. Similarly, the CNAME functionality. So right now we provide all the custom options to customize your page and the player, but then the URL is still Story Express URL, and the CNAME will be coming very, very soon, maybe next month. And just to clarify in this webinar, like one code will allow you to customize one CNAME. Apart from that, we will also be building a customizable header and footer on the video page. So right now, as I showed in the demo, I was able to change a few things, but then let's say I want to include my custom header, I can include my HTML, CSS within the page. Those functionality will come in. Then there are a lot of integrations in the pipeline. So integration with Jira, Trello, GitHub, Marketo, Campaign, HubSpot, and then I think we have got quite a few integration requests for the past AppSumo companies as well. So we have taken those into consideration as well, and you will see a lot of these integrations coming onto the platform. Uh, like I would request, like if there are specific question or around the functionality of the platform, like I just covered like very briefly, but then uh, things like mirroring the text and so on and so forth. Like if there are these specifics, feel free to reach out to support@storyexpress.co, or like on the platform there is a chat and our support team will get back to you very quickly. So use the chat functionality, or reach or email us at support@storyexpress.co. We will be able to answer all of those questions.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification.
And
All right.
so
This
I missed
question.
out.
Yeah.
Sure. So one more thing. So before I jump into the question, I missed out another important piece in our roadmap is video editing capability. So so that is also in the roadmap, and again, I think should be live next month. And what this video editor will do is, once your videos have been recorded, you can actually take that back into the editor. You can trim out certain parts of the video. So while we record these videos, there might be some awkward pauses. There might be a few areas which we want to cut out. So you can actually trim. You can also include background scores in the video. So like there will be like a lot of these editing capabilities within the platform once we launch the editing feature. Another use case for that could be, let's say you recorded a video about the platform demo, and now you are sending this to a lot of users. So maybe that could be your base template video, and it could be like a 1 minute or 2 minute long video. And then after that, what can happen is you just record like 3 second, 5 second video saying, "Hi Kenny, hi Michael, hi Daniel, hi Jenny," and so on. And then you can merge these two videos, and this way you can actually use the platform to send out the personalized video to your prospect or your customers. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. So this next question is, what is the relation to Story Express?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Story Express is our core platform, and the company. The Clapboard is just the name of the tool. So it's Clapboard by Story Express. So Story Express is the core platform, and which is like our video platform. Clapboard, we just like the sound of it, and yeah, it's a cool name. So we just called it Clapboard. The screen recording plugin is called Clapboard. It is powered by Story Express. It uses all the infrastructure that Story Express has. Again, it's the company is Story Express. Clapboard is name of the tool. Like if you see it on the AppSumo deal page, it says Clapboard by Story Express. So that's the relation.
Thanks. This question is coming from our chat. Can you have a shareable playlist within the channel that's password protected, or is password protection for individual features, videos only?
So I think right now it is individual videos, but I think we can make playlist password protected as well. I think so as I mentioned on the roadmap, there is a section to submit ideas. Please guys,
Great.
submit those ideas. Our team is like very active, and like if we feel those features are important and can add value to the platform as well as for our users, we will be like rolling them out quickly. And I think maybe on Monday or Tuesday, we will send out a newsletter to everyone who signed up. And I think and I think like people who are in the chat and they have been using the platform since last 1 week, they can actually they can actually talk and maybe comment that the platform they saw on the day one and they requested certain features. And I think it's been less than a week. Like a lot of requests are currently live on the platform, and whatever changes they ask, they are there and they have been done. So
Wonderful. Thank you. So this maybe last question. How do you know if your video is still processing?
Okay, so right now there is like in the bar it shows the progress. It changes from uh, like 0 to 15, 30, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
A lot of time, if your video is stuck, there is a possibility that there was a network error somewhere while you were recording the video. Like otherwise, like when I just showed this, recorded the demo video on this webinar, as soon as I clicked on finish, it was available almost immediately. So the way we are sending out this video to servers or the cloud, like that's pretty optimized, and like we are seeing that it gets uploaded almost immediately.
Mhm.
uh, in some cases it gets stuck. Obviously, like we are working to make it optimized. Like reach out to support when you run into such issues, but then uh, like on the screen itself the progress changes from 0 to 15, 30, and so on. And
Mhm. Awesome. All right. So what is the limit of the clip size or the length?
okay, so there is no limit on the length. You can record as long as you want. Just that comes with a disclaimer that when you are recording long videos, make sure that you are on a good network, so
Mhm.
that your progress doesn't gets wasted if the video fails. And again, like I think issues around uploading will be resolved with the desktop app, because currently when we are recording using Chrome, like we send out all the information, like it doesn't
Mhm.
get stored locally. But with the desktop app, it will be saved locally. And again, at that point in time, you can record like even an hour-long video. You can do that even with the plugin as well. But then you have to be in the good network so that the connection doesn't break in the middle. So that's there. I think so that's that. I think couple of questions that I can take from the chat, and I can answer
Mhm.
for everyone is like if you go to the Clapboard's pricing plan, the plus plan is what we are offering to the AppSumo users. So
Wonderful. Yeah.
all the features which will be rolled out in the future for plus, they will be rolled out for AppSumo subscribers as well. So that's one. Secondly, another thing that I want to talk about is a slight confusion between share and embed, and the limits around that. So
Mhm.
essentially, you can at any point in time you can have 200. Like if you are buying one code, so one code gives you 200 active shares and 50 active embeds, and 200 active record and share is per month. So that limit gets reset every month. With every stacked code, it gives you 200 more and 50 another embeddable video limits. And with the three code, record and share becomes unlimited, whereas embedded is 150. And each code allows you to add two more members, so you can see through the deal points on the deal page. But now coming on to the difference between share and embed. So essentially, you can have like if you are using one code, you can have 200 active record and shareable videos. Now those are 200 videos. So now like I can use that one video and maybe send it out on Gmail to my 100 customers or 100 emails. I can share it on Facebook, LinkedIn, so on and so forth. So the so that's not dependent on how many people I'm sharing it with. So it's just the active share, right? So essentially one video, if I'm sharing with 500 people, that will still be one share. So you can have 200 shareable videos that you can share any number of times, right? So like if you are using the Gmail plugin and sharing that one video 100 times, so that will still be one video. Whereas embed means when you are embedding this video on external web pages. So you recorded the video and then maybe you want to sort of put it on your website, blog, help center. That counts as embedded video. So you can have 50 active embeds with one code. and 200 videos per month, which are shareable. Like you can share them any number of times.
Awesome. Thank you for clarifying that. A couple more questions have come in through the Q&A. Where do the email addresses or data that's collected from the call to actions, where does that go?
Okay, so I showed it in the demo. So essentially, you will be able to see the analytics button on individual video page, as well as so maybe I can go back to the screen share mode for this again.
Sure.
Yeah, so essentially, you can see this analytics button here, or if you open this video, the same analytics button is here. Now, once you click on this button, you can actually see the individual analytics. And if you scroll below on the page, you can see the interaction with CTA. So how many people clicked on this visit my website button, how many of them were unique, total clicks. Then similarly, the form responses, they come in here. You can download this as CSV. If you are using, let's say, a MailChimp to MailChimp form here, then these will go directly into the MailChimp. So you can download here. If these will be in a particular integration, they will automatically be fed into that particular platform.
All right, thank you. Thank you for going over that again. How many different players and custom pages can a user make?
So you can page as many as you want. So there is one default. Obviously, default is one. So you can create set one as default, and there could be like n number of these player style and pages in your general, or maybe during the video flow. If you go to the design part of it, you can actually change for each individual video as well. So there's no limit on that.
Awesome. All right. I think we are all done with the Q&A. I'm going to come back on the video here. Hello, everybody. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning into this walkthrough. Sumolings, if you have not already redeemed your code for Clapboard, I don't know what you're waiting for. You can go to appsumo.com/clapboard, or it's under browse right now. It's starting at just $39, and it's backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee, so you can try it out, see how it works for all of your videos, and let us know how it's going. Like we've mentioned, there is already a roadmap, and you can go ahead and submit your ideas. And if you have any other questions, go ahead and leave them on the deal page. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.